This little girl looked up at the sky and knew it was going to rain hard soon, so she immediately thought of a good way to make money. First she took out her heirloom brush and exchanged it for money, then she went to a stall and exchanged it for 6 umbrellas. The next moment the sky was pouring with rain. The girl chose a crowded restaurant and sold the umbrellas to a warrior woman at 10 times the price. The woman immediately said it was too expensive. The girl, however, could see that the other person was in a hurry. How do you know? Because you keep looking at the sky, time is money. The woman bought 2 without saying a word and made money. Filial piety, she immediately went to the pawnshop to redeem her mother's hairpin. Then she helped her mother to put it on her head with her own hands. The mother's eyes instantly reddened as she looked at her understanding and intelligent daughter. But she had to entrust her children to someone else. The most painful thing in life is not more painful than the separation. Originally they lived well in a paradise, living a life free from the world. Twin daughters, 1 literary and 1 martial arts. The family is happy every day. Who knows that one day, 2 villagers suddenly found abnormal, an official soldier came. The men in the fields could not put down their farming tools in time and ran to the reservoir, working together to open the gates. The road into the village instantly converged into a river, then put down the wigwam, a trick to hide the whole village directly, and finally poured lime powder into the river to create the terrible sight of the river boiling. The soldiers were suddenly scared and fled in a hurry. Thinking they were safe, the villagers pulled back the wigwam to look out, but a wild wolf pounced on them. Father took one look at the birds flying in fright in the distance and immediately concluded that it was not safe, then led the villagers to escape first. The father handed his daughters the 2 secret books he had created, telling them never to give the books to people with bad intentions. When a bombardment sounded, the women who escaped were instantly saddened and pained, realizing that their husbands would never be reunited with them again, but for the sake of their children, they could only pull themselves together and continue to escape. However, they just got on the raft. The other side with a pack of wild wolves followed. A huge hungry wolf jumped up, even pounced in the air towards them.